Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Jewish morning meditation. I am David Eli Grunland, and we're going to continue in our current thoughts about things that not only have an impact on this world, but things that we can do that have an impact forever, not just on our own lives, but on the whole world and the whole future of the world in existence. And the concept we're going to talk about today is something called Hachnasat Kala, which means welcoming in a bride, right? Getting married, the idea of a marriage, the idea of of a spouse in the world, and what that concept really means, and how it affects us, and how it affects the world in which we live, not just within our lives, but also for generations to come. Now, the idea of a wife, or a spouse, I'm going to say, is often, we have this concept of opposites attract. That we all try to marry somebody with whom we're perfectly in line, that everything is going to be exactly the same, and it seems like, oh, they're part of me. But that's not really what it is. There's a concept that when humanity was first created, the first husband and wife, let's call them Adam and Chava, Adam and Eve, they were essentially the same being, but they were back to back, right? They didn't face each other. And they were one being, but they were always pulling against each other. And they eventually only had the relationship when they were separated and they could look at each other. But the idea is that it's one soul, it's one neshama, it's one person, one being, but with a very, very different outlook, right? Again, the original relationship is one sees left, the other sees right. But then they turn around and they have to face each other and they have to be in a relationship. So what does that ultimately mean? It means that often in our relationships, in our experiences in the world, the things that we will see, the things that we will have the most deep experiences of, are the things that we actually find extra challenging. Those things that I say, if I were to do it, I would do it opposite. And we look around the world and there's so many things, I can say for me for sure, that I look around and I will say, I wish everything was exactly backwards from that. Everything needs to be different. It can't continue the way that it is. And the idea of Hachnasat Kala is saying, can I welcome in the Kala? Can I welcome in that other vision? It is the essence of empathy. Can I look at somebody else's experience? Can I look at somebody else's point of view, even that which is 100% antithetical to my own point of view? And can I integrate that into my own life? And can I say that opposite view, can I be machnis to that? Can I say, how does that now work and impact and influence my own point of view? It's not about I need to change it, but it's how can it change me, right? And that's really the real question. When I go out into the world, do I want to impose my own vision on the world? Or do I want to say, how can I learn and grow from everything else that I experience? One of the most famous teachings of our rabbis is Ezehu Chacham Halomed Mikol Adam. Who is wise? A person who learns from everybody. Everybody. Right? That doesn't mean I learn from the greatest sages. That doesn't mean I only learn from experts of their field. That means that I take the opportunity to learn from everybody, from the lowest, most nebuch, nothing, doesn't matter. I look at that person and I say, what can I learn from you? How can I be machnis you into my own life? How can I welcome you in to my own life, into my own experience? And how can my own experience grow from everything about the other that is different? Everything that I see and I say, how could that possibly be? How can I look and see that exists in me? And that's trying to just help me deepen my own sense of self and consciousness. And that's truly trying to make me have a more expansive mind. And it's really by trying our best to integrate those opposites, that we truly achieve balance in our own lives. That when I'm adamant that things must be my way, I'm out of balance because things will always be different. And if somebody else is adamant that I must be their way, things will be out of balance because I'm never going to be like them. When we can all look at each other and say, I am I, and you are who you are, and you are totally different from me. But let me try to integrate those differences and understand those differences. And I still don't even need to agree with them, but to truly understand where they come from. And then I can truly live in harmony with that difference. I don't have to be scared of that difference. I understand it. And I have to be clear enough about my own view that I can see something different and be okay with that. And it's the more we work to clarify our own senses of self, the more we have the opportunity to welcome in other points of view as well, and to truly have that balance, what we call machnis kala. We can welcome in the bride, we can welcome in the other, that which is back to back. We can look, have a face-to-face relationship with it, and we can experience it in a way of peace. May we all be blessed with shalom bayit, with truly having peace in our own lives, in our own experiences, in our relationships, and specifically with all those who are exceptionally different from ourselves, because it is with only due to our exceptionalities and our uniqueness that we can truly value the uniqueness of every other individual. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Shalom. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, give it a share, and Bezrat Hashem, we'll have more morning meditations to come. Shalom.